Hi, this is A. Wesley. That ain't who tells it like a TI is. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. The topic I'm going to talk to you today about is Celebrity Roundup. And this week's Celebrity Roundup, I will be talking about Britney Griner's Russian teammates testifying for in a trial yesterday. I also will be talking about Portia Williams replacing Tinsley Mortimer on the Real Housewives Ultimate Girl Trip 3. I also will be talking about I will be talking about Wendy Williams' podcast logo in the interview she did with the New York Post. I also will be talking about uh, also we'll be talking about Tasha K getting back in trouble with another rapper, Iggy Azalea. Those are all the topics that I'm going to talk about today. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it was reported yesterday by all the blogs that Portia Williams is going to replace Tinsley Mortimer on the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip 2. I remember last week when they kept putting out all kinds of different people who they thought would be cast members, all kind of blogs and blog sites, and I said that they should replace that Heather Gray with somebody else. And then other people started saying, yeah, why come they didn't invite Portia? Because people were saying that it didn't seem right to have Giselle and Candace on there, because Giselle and Candace had a kind of little feud last year on Real Housewives of Potomac, and so people were looking at it. It should have been more of maybe Giselle and Karen or something like that. But then when that Tinsley Mortimer dropped out, because she said she dropped out because of personal reasons. Now some people are giving it a side eye and saying maybe they thought Portia was going to bring Brenda drama. I don't know, but the reports are going around that Tinsley left because of personal reasons. But they said Portia is confirmed to be coming on there, and like somebody said on Twitter, they thought Bravo was through with Portia. They wasn't through with Portia. And I also looked at another YouTuber that said that from the sources that they have, that the Real Housewives, that Portia Family Matters is coming back for a second season. I figured Portia show was gonna come back for a second season. As much as people say they didn't want the fighting and the ratchetness and all that kind of stuff, Portia show did do good, and a lot of people saying, well, only Portia show only did good because she was behind Real Housewives of Atlanta, but because she was going on, but when Real Housewives of Atlanta wasn't even on, and there was some nights that Portia show was doing good on its own and stuff like that. She just didn't have a reunion. And so I kind of think the rumors or whatever's going true about Portia Family Matters coming back, because she's going to be on Ultimate Girls Trip 2, and then that's probably going to translate into her going back into her show. But anyway, on another note, it was reported yesterday by the blogs that Britney Griner's Russian teammates had testified and said that she was a good player and she was a team leader, and she didn't do anything wrong to them. And the girl already got a lawyer. Her lawyer made her testify saying that she wasn't intending to bring no drugs, she wasn't intending to bring no drugs over there to Russia, and have all that stuff. And they were saying she had more like essential oil type stuff, like hash oil and some of that other stuff that would be considered a essential oil. Essential oil. We already know, everybody in the United States, most people already know, they're just using that girl. They're just using that girl, and they're just using that girl for political reasons, because we all know Overseas have just as much drugs as the United States. Now, come on now. They have all kinds of, and you know, and a lot of them believe in all that stuff with doing the energy, cleaning the energy and all that stuff. So we already know this is just something that they're trying to use for political gain and stuff like that. And they need to go and let that girl go, like they said, with all the other American hostages they got over there. That's why I really don't feel like, you know, going way overseas trying to trying to visit and have vacation, because you got to know the rules and stuff for that country and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of times when people go on vacation, they ain't got time for it. That's a side note. But anyway, I hope the girl comes back home, but they're saying with all this stuff that she might have to spend 10 years. That's why if I was her, I wouldn't have pled guilty, but her lawyer told her to plead guilty. Now lawyers talking about she hope by her pleading guilty she'll get a lesser term. No, those Russians over there, they trying to make an example of Britney Griniger. We already see that girl been in jail ever since February, and they keep on trying to do stuff, and they talking about the trial supposed to end in August. They just need to go and let that girl go, because she spent time served in that jail and stuff like that. On another note, I saw this, I think it was on TMZ on Twitter yesterday, where they were saying Iggy Azalea had threatened Tasha K, and I would say Tasha K is in trouble again, and they were saying Iggy Azalea got mad at Tasha K because Tasha K had posted some kind of pictures of her. I don't know if it was her and her baby or her and the rapper Taylor Lenz, or some kind of way she got it on her channel, and she had threatened Tasha K and told her that she was gonna sue her again. She's already in trouble, and she already owed Cardi B what is it, $4,000? No, I think it's $4,000 or $4 million. So I can't get the exact amount right, but anyway, I think it's $4 million. But anyway, Tasha K sure do need to stop that, because even though she keeps saying she ain't got no money, if you have more than one person suing for you, you gonna have to wind up paying that money or mortgaging your house. So Tasha K better be careful about that. I thought she was trying to turn the corner, but like she's still trying to go more into this slander test. I don't know if it's slander, but I don't know, some kind of type of media stuff that she's trying to go into it, and she needs to watch it with some of these entertainers, because they have money and they got the right to sue you and stuff. And if you ain't got that much, so Tasha K need to go ahead on and let that go and try to find another way to make money and do stuff like that, because she keep getting in trouble behind the same thing. On the on the last and final note, Wendy Williams came out with a podcast logo. It's kind of like brown and purple, and they showed a picture of Wendy Williams, and they did a little interview of Wendy Williams. I mean, other bloggers were doing it, but I wanted to go on her website to do it herself, because I want to see what her website looked like, the Wendy Williams Experience website. And it's just a couple of old pictures that they had got, that, like they said, the picture with her and Nene and the other lady shopping. Was it Tamar? It was somebody. That was a picture from years ago, and then when she was laying on her couch in her office with on the leopard. Those were old pictures, but they were trying to put that out like those are pictures of Wendy Williams being happy and shopping and doing stuff. And we always seen those pictures before, and then she did a interview with the Washington Post. I kind of saw a little clip of it on. Saw a little clip of it on Twitter, where she was talking about she wants to do a podcast, and she's gonna do a podcast, and she's gonna have a restaurant. But then I saw it on another YouTuber's channel where they had put the full clip up, and Wendy Williams is not gonna be able to do a podcast. I'm sorry, because she doesn't know how to stay off a topic, and the young girl was trying to ask her questions, and it was so cringe worthy. And stuff. And then it was like she was saying, yeah, about the podcast. She said, what your podcast gonna be about? She said, I'm gonna have different people on there, like Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not gonna be be on your podcast, Wendy Williams, and stuff like that, because Donald Trump is so busy trying to get to run for president again for 2024. He ain't got time for you. And if he did have time for you, he would just make a mockery out of you like he did other black people. So Wendy Williams, you shouldn't even be putting that in your mouth. And then she mentioned, she didn't mention Fat Joe, but she said she liked the Fat Joe, and she said she didn't like anything about the way her show ended. She saw it on TV and she said, "Irk," she didn't like it. And then next thing you know, she got to talking about she wanted to have sex. I mean, she wanted to make love, and she needed to make love, and she this, that, and the other, and she wanted the S word. She wanted the S word. She kept talking about the S word and the F word, and she and that little young reporter, they was doing it through Skype. She had to kind of drop her head a little bit and stuff, and you could tell. And like I said, a lot of people are delusional. They want to see Wendy Williams. They just want to see Wendy Williams but Wendy Williams is not in her, not just only she has physical stuff. She has a mind problem too, and there's no way she's gonna be able to do a podcast and stay on code. And a lot of people are talking about they're not gonna watch Sherry Shepherd. I'm gonna watch Sherry Shepherd. I did not like the way Wendy Williams went out either. But everybody has everybody has their time to go out. But I just hate that people are just exploiting this woman, just to make money for themselves. They're not looking at her. They're not looking at her health and stuff like that. So this will probably be the last story I do about Wendy Williams, because it makes me sad that people would like to take advantage of old elderly people, in their time of need or when they're sick. So that's one of the reasons I think I'm not going to do another story on Wendy Williams. This is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. I am out.